No. Shut up.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video. TDU here, the D. How you guys doing? So today we're going to Thomas is here as well. We've got Mr. T in the background. But today's going to be a very, very exciting video, because today we're going to bring you some Dead by Daylight crucial information just starting the game last week.
Crucial!
Already got 52 hours worth of gameplay.
I've not even got 1 hour in the gameplay, but I'm going to give you tips on how to win.
So basically what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about what sort of perks you expect by level 25, what your Bloodtree will look like at level 25, and in future videos, we won't talk about that in this one because we're going to be short on time. I want to keep this under 5 minutes. We're going to talk about what are the best perks for survivors. So that video too will be in the description, no doubt, if it's up. I'll also stick a wee link up here if you want to check that out, guys. I'll put another link up here at the end of the video as well. And the next video we're going to do after that is we're going to talk about strategies actually in the game, what to do, how to use your perks most efficiently. We might even start talking about items and offerings. But for now, we're going to just do two simple things. We're going to look at the bloodweb at level 25, then we're going to talk about what sort of perks you should have round about level 25. So let's start with the bloodweb. Here we are. This is what it looks like at level 25, and as we approach 30 it will be completely full. But at this point it is essentially already full, so it's going to cost you a lot of blood points to progress at this point. At level 15 you unlock your second perk slot, which is one of these 4 slots down here. Let me just show you that there. Okay, here's my perks. So going into a game, you don't have to worry about your perks. You will always be able to keep your perks, so it doesn't matter. It's not like using an item or an offering or anything else. You can use your perks as much as you want. So these are essentially your talents, and the way that you put your perks is essentially your build in game. So at level, before level 15, you'll essentially only have one perk slot, this one right here. So you'll have something basic, you might have slippery meat or something, and it'll look like this up to level 15. By the time you get to level 15 though, 15 to 19, you'll unlock this second perk slot, which you can put another perk in. And so on and so forth, all the way up. 15 is the second one, 20 is the third one, and 25 is the fourth and final one. At level 30 though, you do unlock something called teachable perks, which is something that is on par with ultra rare perks. It's only for the class specific perks as well, we'll talk about them. But basically that's the perks that only a specific character can get up until level 30, then you can teach them to other characters. So Bloodweb's simple enough, guys. At level 25 it's nearly full. It's going to cost you about 50,000 to 75,000 blood points to actually get a level, depending on how much you buy, or if you let the entity help you move around the web. If you don't want any of the stuff on the web, start in the middle and work your way out, and the entity should eat all the expensive stuff around the end. A little note of interest though, it will start with your mystery boxes or your perk if you haven't already selected it. So for me that would be this Deja Vu Elite. So it'll start at one of these points. You also notice that it might be a bit difficult to see in the video, guys. The bloodweb has these sort of points that go very high, and it's quite difficult to make out here. You can't really see it, but what that is where the entity starts. So the entity won't start here. It'll start either here, where my mouse is right now. It'll start here. It'll start here, and all the way around in that sort of diagram shape, that star shape. You can see it's really difficult to make out, but you guys will know what I'm talking about. I'll actually show you guys in a different video what that actually looks like. I'll save up some blood points. I'll stick it in the next video, and when we actually talk about the best talents, the best perks to use. But anyway, let's shift on to the perks, what you've got at level 25. So by level 25 you should have something like this. One check beside the talent means I've found that perk once. 2 checks means I've found the perk twice. 3, obviously I've found it 3 times throughout my journey in the bloodweb. So at this stage in time I've got these 3 that I've only found once, so they've got 2 more upgrades available. These ones here I've found twice, so they've got 1 more upgrade available. And the ones that I've got 3 of, I've actually found all 3 of those, so I've found them each 3 times, and they're at their maximum current upgrade status right now. Like I said though, there is this new thing at level 30, teachable perks, which will be orange in colour, and you will be able to pass them onto a different character. So that would be the class specific ones, and for Meg that's Sprint Burst, Adrenaline, and Quick and Quiet. So Adrenaline is essentially when you go and get injured, so if you're bleeding out or if you're in a dying state, only at max level though. Like at level 2 and 1, it doesn't count for the dying state, it only counts for injured. But at level 3, if you're dying crawling on the ground, or if you're just injured, when the gates are opened, when the gates are powered, sorry, you instantly start sprinting and you heal back to full. So you've got a very good chance of escape. Quite a good talent, but a little bit situational in my opinion. But I will get into how good each talent is in the next video. Sprint Burst, that's Meg's other talent that she gets specifically up until level 30, then you can teach it to other people. And at its 3rd upgrade level, it allows you to go 150% speed when you sprint, but you can only do that for 3 seconds, and then after you've finished sprinting you have to wait 20 seconds before you can get that sprint burst again. And then Quick and Quiet is you just make a lot less noise, so when you're running away from the killer, usually they'll be following your visual clues, which is the marks you leave in the ground. For you guys that don't know, when you run away from the killer, if you're bleeding they'll see the blood on the ground. If you're running they'll also see the entity scratch the ground, showing them where you're running to. So in my opinion, I'm going to get into this more in a later video. I don't think it's too useful because audio cues are only so useful. For example, if you were rummaging through a chest, or if you were running away from the killer before he necessarily knew where you were, or if he wasn't following you, this wouldn't particularly help you if you're already being chased with the killer. A lot would help very slightly. But that's all I'm going to say for this video, guys. Hopefully that gives you a rough idea of what you might be expecting to get by level 25. You can expect a couple of maxed out ones for sure. It could be any of them. You will definitely have your perks, your class specific ones, by level 25 as far as I'm aware. So if that's Jake, you'll be able to do the sabotaging of the equipment. If it's Meg, you'll get the sprinting. If it's Claudette, you'll get the self heal, and so on and so forth. But thanks very much for checking the video out, guys. If you've got any ideas, if you've got any other videos you guys want to check out, feel free to leave a comment. We're making lots of videos right now for Dead by Daylight. Don't forget to leave a like as well, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.